The 2013 Semana Nautica 6-mile swim has the largest field, with 45 swimmers taking the journey from Goleta Beach Pier to Henry's Beach. The overall winner was Mallory Mead, professional open water swimmer originally from Indiana. She won in 2 hours, 13 minutes, and 21 seconds. She is the first woman to win the overall title since 2000. The second place finisher was local Ed Smith, Mr. Semana Nautica. His time was 2 hours, 24 minutes, and 5 seconds.
Tell me, how was the swim?
The swim was great. The first hour or so was really rough. We were swimming against a current and there was some wind and it was just very choppy. I think I swallowed about a gallon of salt water just in the first hour. But then after that, it smoothed out a little bit. It was more swells instead of chop. And it became a little more enjoyable because I could really feel my body and feel how I felt instead of just feeling jostled around.
Yeah. How experienced of an open water swimmer are you?
I'm professional level actually.
Okay.
I just started tapering. This is part of my tune-up. This is basically a tune-up race for me. In 2 weeks I'm headed to Quebec, Canada, and I'm doing 2 races. A 32 kilometer on the 27th and then a 34 kilometer on the 3rd of August. So a week apart, and so I'm ready to rock and roll.
Good.
The main thing I wanted to focus on for this race was to take it out fast, and you know, since it's at 10K distance and I'm training for 32 or 34, I wanted to hold it but then still finish strong in the end. I struggle on the front and the back half of races, so that's one thing I've really been working on with my coach.
What's your swim background? You swim in college?
Yeah, I've been swimming for, I guess, 22 years now, competitively. I started because my mom doesn't know how to swim, and she said if you fall in the pool, you have to save yourself. So she put me on the swim team, and I swam through college. I swam for Western Kentucky University, where I was a utility freestyler and a 200 flyer. And then I kind of retired for a while, and then I got back into racing. I swam the English Channel, I swam Catalina, I swam Manhattan Island Marathon Swim, so I'm an experienced marathon swimmer, and I just got into pro racing last year. Open water is really where I excel.
Oh, that's how exciting. And you said you were 27, right?
I'm 27, yeah.
So what kind of, you have this thing coming up in Canada and anything else down the line for you?
I'm doing these 2 races in Canada, but then next year, I'm basically spending the rest of the year doing development work, getting funding for next year. I plan on doing every race on the FINA Open Water Grand Prix circuit next year. So I'll be doing 3 races in Argentina, 2 races in Canada, race in Macedonia, race island of Capri and in Naples in Italy.
Wow.
And I'm missing Cozumel, and I may actually be missing another one. But
are the Olympics a goal for you in Rio?
The Olympic distance is 10K. 10K is on the shorter end for me. I'm more like a 25K, so a goal of mine is to compete at 25K Worlds.
Hey, well, congratulations. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
How are the conditions this year?
I think it was in the middle realm of extreme difficulty to hard. It was probably in the hard category.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So from start to finish, or?
There's patches of cold and warm water, or cold and colder water, and it was very choppy at the beginning, which is pretty hard. And then it died down a bit, but then there was a lot of current coming in the wrong direction.
Oh, wow.
So, and then also with the current, it gets a bit disorientating because you're moving backwards and forwards. So,
how'd you feel about the swim though, considering the conditions you had to battle through?
For me, it was good. I didn't want to pass out completely till I got to the last buoy, and I felt pretty strong. So,
who was your kayaker?
It was good. I had Whitney Bruce kayaking.
Okay.
And she was able to fill in for me at the last moment. Definitely have to dig deep the last mile, pretty much. You know, that's when things get tough, and you kind of get in a bit of a hole, and then you're just looking forward to seeing or sighting that last buoy.
Yeah.
And then that gives you a bit of energy to get into the finish. But usually I try and clear out and get ahead of any of the field as much as I can, so that you can not feel too much pressure on that last swim in.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse than being at the end of a swim like that and having a bit of competition in the last.
I know.
200 yards.
45 people this year. It's pretty.
Yeah, it's great. I think it's great for Jane, who organises the event, just to get a bit more participation and a lot more people out here. It's great.
So do you do every swim event as you usually do during Semana Nautica?
Yeah. I think I'm guilted into it now. It's peer pressure, but it's good for me. And there's a lot of people out there doing a lot of events as well. So,
great.
So it's good fun.
Thank you very much.
Okay.